This is a video I didn't think I was going to do, but I felt really led to do this yesterday. Today, I'm going to do a little reality check with myself and my Hoyas. This all started last week when my Hoya linearis, I noticed root rot. And I feel like there's comes a point somewhere in any kind of journey where we have to do reality checks, and that's where I'm at right now. I have over 50 Hoyas. To be honest, I think close to 65. I did lose some Hoyas in my purge a few weeks ago. I haven't done a count yet, but I will be doing a count because I'm going to be doing a Hoya collection video in the next few weeks. A lot of them are struggling. To me, it's a lot, and it has to do with one thing. It has to do with watering. I'm an underwater. There are some things going on in our life that is kind of given my routine a shock. I cannot stick to a routine anymore. I feel like I used to have a really nice routine, but now, since July, I've been struggling, and I'm trying to kind of get this back on track, but it's still been hard. A lot of my Hoyas are dealing with dry rot. And again, it is from watering. It is from allowing that plant to be a little bit too root bound in the pot. Now, I think some of my Hoyas like that snug pot with a lot of roots. And then that also means it dries out really fast. So I have to water a lot more, and I'm always like, oh, I'll just wait another day, or I get distracted with something else, and then the promises I made to my to-do list, I just don't honor it anymore. Something else got my attention, and then I'm always like, the plant can wait another day. It'll survive one more day, but then one day turn into 2 days, and then a week, and then 2 weeks. So I really need to kind of figure this out. This video is actually more for accountability than anything, because I'm trying to change all the things that's actually going on with us. I am trying to still form healthy and new habits. When I started my YouTube channel, I never wanted to be this perfect houseplant channel where I don't show the messy side of any kind of journey. I want to show the messy side of it just so I can, if it helps somebody else, great. I'm hoping it helps me as well, sharing the struggles, sharing the messy side. I don't know. I don't know if it will resonate with anyone, but it's still my messy journey. Some of you have been on this channel for a while, know that Hoyas are my favorite genus. And to know that they're struggling really makes me kind of sad that I've gotten it this far. Even today, I saw a Hoya that I watered, I think 3 days ago, and the pot is still wet. That is an indication for me that there's dry rot because the plant is not wicking up that water. So I'm gonna have to unpot it, and I just repotted the plant, by the way. I repotted it, and I'm gonna have to unpot it and take a look at the roots. So it's really hard to tell when a Hoya is dry rotted because all the roots kind of look the same in every stage of the decline to healthy roots. They all look the same. And that is like the only indicator for me is when the plant leaf is not hydrating, is when I know. After 3 days, the leaf is not hydrated, I know there's rot. So that's kind of another thing that prompted me to just, I feel like just sharing this struggle, and if it resonates with anyone, that's great. I'm kind of ranting. I actually want to do more videos like this. I have 30 videos in mind to do this year of me just sharing the messy side of my journey or the positive side of my journey, the joys, just sitting here and chatting about plants. It's kind of giving me an opportunity to speak a little unscripted and speak with just my thoughts. I want to get better at doing that, and practicing it on here is definitely a way for me to do that. So this is one of 30 videos I'm going to make this year. I hope you're here for this. So I think like what I want to speak to right now is the beginners in this journey, especially with Hoyas. 5 years into this journey, and this is where I'm at. I had no intentions of having struggles like this, but here I am. Now, I'm talking to the beginners to let you know that you honestly do not need that other plant. Social media, we're constantly shown, not even just social media, but YouTube as well. We're constantly shown plant hauls, rare plants are better. I actually had somebody on my Instagram page. I was sharing some of my philodendrons, and they said I had ugly philodendrons or ugly plants. Now, I'm sure the reason why they said that is because I had common ones, and the rare ones are the ones that's classified prettier, more good looking. Why is that? Why can't we just embrace the plant that look good to us or what we want right now? I mean, everybody has their opinion, and that's fine. So the pressure to consume on social media kind of never stops. But overconsumption doesn't bring joy. It brings a lot of overwhelm. It brings a lot of pressure. That's what it does for me. Maybe it doesn't do that for you. So this is my new year with some new priorities. And I am planning to buy less plants this year. I have some other projects going on that's kind of taking away some of my time as well. Like I said, priorities had shift, and I don't really see myself buying any more plants for a while. Now, it's like I say that now, but in reality, I actually want more Hoyas. Spring is coming. I want more. I really don't want to bring another plant into this house until I'm able to manage the ones that I do have. It is, I mean, one of my favorite Hoyas. I have a lot of favorite Hoyas, but one of my favorite, the Filsonii, that's the one that I watered 3 days ago, and it's just still, the leaves are still not hydrated. And usually the next day when I water it, I have hydrated leaves, and that's, one of the indication I know that the plant is healthy, and I don't see that, and that just makes me so sad. I'm sad because that plant was on a cycle of bloom. I had 8 to 9 blooms on peduncles. I had 8 to 9 peduncles on that plant, and it would go in a little cycle of blooms. So like when one stops, another one starts over and over again. And I'm going to miss seeing that. And those blooms are one of my favorite blooms. They don't last long, which is why I love that it had 8 to 9 peduncles. I remember 2 years ago, I was thinking I want to sell my plants as part of my journey. I want to sell the plants I have in my collection and share with other people. And it is a way for me to manage my collection and manage the size of it. Oh my gosh, could you imagine if I took that on? Where would I be now? Where would I put everything? Where would I put all the cuttings and the propagations and then waiting for it to sell? I just can't deal. If I had more space, then that would be a little bit kind of more doable. But I don't have that space, and now I don't really have like all that time. And then this hobby is actually supposed to be a slow hobby. My family, when we lived in Trinidad, I was a child. I didn't come to the US until I was 12, but my family had plants. We had plants. I mean, we were in Trinidad. We didn't have house plants. We had all the plants that you guys see right now. We had them outside. There was a lot of plants outside kind of managing their own. I think all we did was prune them. My grandmother was into roses, and she would make bouquets and stuff. So I was kind of around plants since the beginning. Back then, that was not stressful. It was easy. For one thing, they were outside. They weren't inside, and you had to manage it. So having indoor plants definitely makes this so much more harder to manage. So this thought was taking me to a place to slow down, to make it a slower hobby again, and just really enjoy it. There's a prayer plant in my bedroom, and this morning I took a glimpse at it and was like, oh, it's doing well again. And that's it. I'm done. My thought is over. I'm off to the next thing. If this plant is doing well, this is another one a plant that I really enjoy looking at, how about I really take a good look at it and clean its leaves and maybe just see how it's doing? Really, I don't have time for that. So because of the size of my collection, and I don't have as much plants as some other people, I feel sad that I can't give every plant attention, because I kind of really want to observe. And I think that's like, when somebody goes bird watching, they prioritize that time to bird watch and make it an event. Maybe I need to do some plant watching in my room. I don't know. I just want to kind of admire my plants a little bit more. So in the process of making this slow, it really means for me to form healthy habits. And let me tell you, when stressful things happen in life, I don't want to stick with healthy habits. I want to go back to the comforting habits, the past a little bit. And that's kind of where my cycle starts again. And I go into the spiral. My friends and I in Florida used to call them tornadoes. I feel like I go into a mini tornado. I don't have full-blown tornadoes anymore because, girl, I used to spiral out of control in the past. I don't do that anymore. I'm a little bit better at kind of recognizing feelings and changing thought patterns. But I tell you, when stressful thing happens, I want to go back to my comfort habits. When I noticed my Hoya linearis with root rot last week, I repotted that plant last year in spring because I wanted to check on it. The roots were really healthy, and I thought back then it was doing bad and had root rot, but now it had root rot. And I think it was like a multiple things for me with like just the amount of stress, priority shifting and all that stuff. But when I saw that last week, I really had to ask myself, what the heck am I doing here? I have all these plants, and are they all healthy? Heck no. And do I want to get them all healthy? Heck yeah. It's going to take time. It's going to take patience on myself, giving myself a lot of grace to do it, and enjoying the process along the way as well. Every choice we make to do something, there is something else that's going to get left behind. I mean, unless somebody doesn't have anything to do at all, something always gets left behind. So kind of, I want to go back to the basic stuff, slowing down, enjoying things. I mean, I'm always, you know what? I'm kind of always in a rush because there's always something that needs to get done. And then when I start to relax and rest, I feel guilty because I'm thinking about something else that I need to do. And then when I do relax, I tend to kind of go too far into relaxing and forget about everything else. So I just need to break the cycle. My accountability to you is for me to break the cycle that I'm in. So this video is me trying to slow down, trying to form better habits, and saying enough is enough. Rachel, let's get it together. I hope you enjoyed this ramble, and there's going to be more of this. I hope you are here for it. Let's all ramble in the comments together now. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day, and always remember, you are loved.